Okay.
All right, you ready? Okay, let's do this. All right, rule number 1. The very first thing you, as a student, need to do is change the way you're thinking about how to speak the language. The first thing you need to understand is grammar will never help you speak the language. You can't think about Polish grammar when you're speaking in Polish. I don't think about English grammar when I'm speaking in English. It just happens automatically. And so the very first thing you as a student need to understand is when you study grammar, you need to study it like mathematics. Verb plus ed equals past tense. Verb plus ing equals continuous. These are the mathematics in the mechanical elements of the language. Learn those elements of English in the Polish language. Don't try to analyze English in speaking English. Now, in a whole separate time, a whole separate mindset, you need to change your thinking. Okay, I'm not learning about grammar now. I'm going to listen to the language and interact with it and build confidence in just speaking, just using the language. Listen, speak, try to tell a story. Don't worry about mistakes, grammar mistakes. Well, you're going to make them. It's going to happen. I make them in English and I'm an American. So don't worry about making mistakes when you're speaking. When you're analyzing grammar and you're having to write a letter, you have time to correct things. You need to be 100% when you're learning to do something with writing. You have time, okay? But when you're speaking, don't worry about mistakes. They happen. People will still understand you, but you build your confidence and get interactive separately. Grammar is separate from speaking. So that's the first thing you need to understand is you need to separate these two elements, learn them at separate times, and don't worry about making mistakes when you're listening and trying to speak the language. It's okay to make mistakes. So that's rule number 1. I'll get back to you with rule number 2 here real quick. Thank you again for watching and have a fantastic day.